again welcome you to our anniversary. It's 15 years for Broadmoor Plaza. It was opened in 2004. Thank you. Okay, and then I want to introduce our first speaker. His name is Ansel Romero. He is the president of Affordable Housing for HumanGood. So, Ansel, thank you.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. I can see you. I can see you out there. Very great. It's an honor to be here. 15 years. And I just wanted to thank Suzette and her team for putting this together. How about a round of applause for Suzette and the We also have a number of board directors here. Our board of directors, Dr. Sue Roderick's here. Is Gloria Meads here? Out there somewhere? There's Gloria. We have a number of board members. I just pick on these two because they're on my HumanGood Affordable Housing Board. They're my bosses. But how about a round of applause for the Broadmoor Plaza Board?
Welling is on the board also.
Yes, of course, Wayland. I saw Sylvia. Sylvia Steinmeier's here. So thank you so much for being here. All right, who knows what this parcel before this beautiful Broadmoor Plaza was built? Who knows what it was before?
Oh, it was a dealership.
Not you. That's cheating.
I just learned.
You just learned, huh? Yeah.
Gloria should know,
Yeah,
right?
is that what they said? Yeah. Yeah, Kim's right. It was a Chrysler dealership that was went out of business for a long time. The fire department even came in here and did, their practice runs. So from an abandoned car dealership, we have this. I'd like to bring on, at this point, somebody who knows a lot about the history of Broadmoor Plaza. She was here from day one. She was part of the team who actually got the biggest grant to make this dream a reality. That's called the HUD 202 grant. And she's actually here to share a few words. She used to be with us. She's now retired. We miss her dearly, so glad to see you. How about a round of applause for Jan Nunez? Yeah. What do you remember? Oh, Jan Harvell.
Harvell, yeah. Well, since a few months ago, I'm back to Harvell.
Okay, Harvell. Okay, nice.
Oh, well, I remember Suzanne Saucier and Ansel and who else was on the Alvaro de la Certa from Illinois, and we were all part of the original development of this property. Oh, Margaret Whitecamp. Yeah, Margaret Whitecamp. She was our leader for a long time, and it was push and go for a long time. But we saw this beautiful lot, this gorgeous historic neighborhood, and we thought, how are we going to pull this off? So Suzanne, in all her wisdom, decided to invite the neighbors in to join the board. So they helped with the design and make sure that we fit into the neighborhood historically. Ansel and Margaret and Felino and Grace Crisosimo and we worked on the grants, and we got a huge grant. We worked with the city. The city made up gap funding. One of Dale's church was instrumental in helping us get this off the ground. And then after about, 2-3 years? Took us about 2-3 years to put this thing together.
Easily, yeah.
We opened our doors and welcomed our first residents. So it was a matter of pride for all of us who were at the time was Abhow. Now it's HumanGood. It was just a wonderful, wonderful project, and it was so fun renting it up and hearing all the stories of all of our first residents. So I'm serving on the board now, and I'm so pleased to be back in my roots, which I consider these my roots. And thank you very much.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Jan. Amazing piece of history. Who among you here were our original residents? Anybody original? Wow, we're quite a few. Oh, wonderful.
Original.
My goodness. Hard to believe it's been 15 years, huh? So lead up 15 years. That's amazing. So anyway, we're so glad to have you here. Let me bring the mic back to Suzette. And I just have to say, after some initial, we had a few administrators, but finally, we found the one who could really work with you all. And the one who works so well with the resident council. We love you, resident council, those of you representing the residents so well. thank you so much for your service. I saw Mr. Ragadagger here earlier, and a number of you, I know, have served in various capacities with the council. So really, between the board, the resident council association working together, and Suzette and her team, I think we just have the perfect combination. So we put Suzette out of some really boring, mind-numbing work from the foundation. Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. If anybody from the foundation's here, I was just kidding. But actually brought her to her real love, which is serving the residents, running the business on a day-to-day basis. And in addition to her amazing knowledge of X's and O's, her caring compassion for our mission of service and serving you and this community is top. So thank you, Suzette, for all you do, and let me bring you back to the mic. Thank you. I'm embarrassing you, I think.
Yes, you did. Okay, moving along, we're now going to be, I'm sorry, we're going to be, oh, it's Gloria. Gloria, I'd like to introduce you. Gloria Meads is on the board here at Broadmoor currently, but the interesting thing about Gloria is that she was the original chair of our board when we first opened. So, Gloria.
Thank you. It's good to see everybody here for this joyous occasion, the 15th anniversary. You know, as I look at Broadmoor Plaza is a miracle. And it came to be because of the vision, the hard work, the dedication, the knowledge of Ansel and his staff of affordable housing. You know, it's really hard to build something like this. First, you have to have the vision. Then, you have to find the property. Then, you have to find the financing. Then, you have to get the permits. Any of you ever tried to get permit from a city? Then you have to get the goodwill of the neighbors, and you have to hire an architect and a contractor, and all this before you can ever even start building. Suzanne Solchier was the project development manager, and she worked with the contractor and the architect to get some extras, like the raised flower beds is good, and some of the area here to the right of the door as you come in, the coffee bar, but I didn't see any coffee.
It's there.
Okay.
I checked when I first got it.
And the coffee bar. A coffee bar for affordable housing was really unheard of. Okay, now, then she put together the board, and we started making decisions. What color should we paint it? I noticed they changed the colors a little, that's fine. What should we have in the front entryway? Well, a fountain would be nice. What kind of fountain, how big, etc. And I remember many trips to San Francisco to sign papers. Okay, now Jan Howell, you've already heard, was on the team then. And I saw her look under every rock for some money. 500,000 here, 200,000 there, and they put it all together. The city of San Leandro, she's already said, was helpful, and the church, Dale's Church, was a partner. And we had originally, on the original board, we had 3 neighbors. And one of them is still here, Barbara Jew. Barbara. Okay, you saw her as she came in the door.
She's selling raffle tickets.
Selling raffle tickets. And Pauline Grant was the first administrator, and she had the task of sifting through and reading carefully hundreds and hundreds of applications. And they had a lottery to see who would get a room here. And with the people left, they made a 10-year wait list. Now, Broadmoor Plaza won awards. And it wasn't awards for affordable housing, it was awards for senior housing. And we were very, very proud of that. So, the miracle of Broadmoor Plaza came because the staff was able to overcome the many obstacles that popped up, and through intensive work. That's Jan's words, and she was here, she knows. So because of all that, we have our Broadmoor Plaza, a home for seniors.
Thank you, Gloria. I'd just like to call on Kendra Roberts real quick to acknowledge a few more folks. Kendra.
Thank you for my cheering squad back there. Good afternoon, everyone. I think that it is important that we acknowledge the wonderful team here in Broadmoor Plaza. Their beautiful leader, Suzette Lure, the awesome service coordinator, Kim Richardson. I don't see Jack, maintenance, and Patrice Brown in her absence, and Patrick, who's our occupancy, and Miguel, our maintenance supervisor. This whole team works very hard to ensure that this community has remained beautiful for the last 15 years. So thank you for all you do. Thank you for this beautiful event. And is it time for lunch now, Suzette?
No, we have more.
Oh, a few more.
Okay. Next, we're going to hear from Dale Scott. Dale is our board chair, current board chair.
And welcome also to all of you. The Beacon committees became HumanGood Affordable Housing in June of 2017. Broadmoor Plaza's Advisory Council responded to the new bylaws and to the expected changes, prepared a wonderful retreat. The July 25th, 2017 retreat was held in San Leandro. Spent many time in understanding the new structure that would be coming. It discussed and clarified the purpose, roles, and responsibilities in terms of what the bylaws had to say, and from board survey responses that talked about our needed commitments. We identified areas of focus for the board and discussed the kind of ideas for the future. Over the next several months after that retreat, we followed the following committees were adopted: an executive committee, a board development committee, fundraising and public relations committee, a residence life committee, and as needed ad hoc committees. The job descriptions were spelled out for each committee. The CAB, the Community Advisory Board, meeting schedules were set up for the coming year, and it will depend upon meetings in February, April, June, August, and the annual meeting and the elections in October, and then a December meeting to celebrate the year's accomplishments. Each committee is to meet prior to the regular CAB meetings, and the CAB guidelines were proposed and accepted. Evaluation forms have been developed and used for board meetings and for an annual board evaluation. Board meetings were adjusted by having the committees meetings minutes and the staff reports mailed out in advance to all of the board members for their review. And then on the day of the meeting, questions and comments were welcomed and encouraged. Each meeting would have a special education event for the boards. And then highlighting in 2018 was our first superhero walkathon. And it had a great response from community and members. There were 40 plus walkers. There was about 65 plus people who attended a pancake breakfast and a wellness kind of event here on the grounds, health and wellness. And the development committee continues to work on recruitment and development. The resident life committee had a survey of the needs and hopes of the residents and responded accordingly. And then looking to the future, we went on to develop and establish a guide for the committee. And then as you mature, your eyesight sometimes changes. Fundraising and public relations has a goal of raising $5,000 this year, and announced that on September 28, 2019, the second annual Superhero Seniors Walkathon will be happening, and all of you are invited to participate in that walkathon. They also are working on holding the various kinds of events that will be helpful. Resident Life Committee has been looking at and discussing the following areas for implementation: brain games, fitness programs, resident communications, and art instruction, and the possibility of therapy or visits of therapy dogs, and then housekeeping issues. The board development has established guidelines for the work of the nominating committee, and that committee is now moving forward for elections in October of 2019. The following educational topics have been suggested: resident life, leading, age, community, condition topics. There's a possibility of how to understand persons who have dementia, how to get involved with advocacy and residents, safety, and cultural diversity. Ongoing, all through this, we'll be making more connections with the larger community and its leadership. So welcome to the future.
Thank you, Dale. We sound like we're very busy. We are very busy here at Broadmoor Plaza. Finally, we have one more speaker, and I wanted to introduce Ave Rakadak. She is a resident here, and she's also the president of our resident council. So, Ave? Woo.
Welcome to everyone who was, first of all, I just want to thank our Almighty that everybody is healthy today, and everybody is enjoying our 15th Broadmoor 15th anniversary, 15th years anniversary. As said by everybody, I'm an original of this building. And